Chicago. Today, we're going to be playing a game after we introduce ourselves. There you go, Aaron. Thank you.
My name is Aaron.
I'm Katie. This is Gwen.
This is Nathan.
This is Ryan.
This is Marshall.
Isaac.
Maria.
And Lisa. So today we are going to be playing a game that we learned in Chicago. Aaron, what is the game?
The game is called Spoon River. It was taught by a person named La Torello. He's a teacher and performer at the Second City. The whole troupe is very thankful that we met him. And in the end, what this game is, it's about making stuff up. That's what we're here to do.
Yeah. So we will need 3 other performers plus Aaron. Well, everybody else can scatter. We will not be explaining the game to you. I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out. Where are 2 other people that are not me? 2 people. Shoot. Shoot.
Can I get a suggestion of something that you do in a big city?
Cry. Scooter.
I'll take cry. Spoon River.
Hello, I am Alex. I am the town's crybaby. I'm a very emotional person. The most littlest things. I got a puppy and it got run over, so I'm still grieving for the puppy.
My name is Tim Tylers. I am a famous chef in Spoon River. And I am known for putting onions, lots and lots of onions in my food. Because I would like to stand out and be known as the onion person in Spoon River. I have a passion for making food, and then the amount of onions to make that food pop.
Hey everyone, my name's Vanessa. I am 21 years old. I own the nail salon on First Street. It's kind of new. I don't know if you've heard it. It's called Pretty Pretty. We thought about putting like a noun in there, but then we were like, no, just pretty pretty, you know. And yeah, I was born here, I was raised here. I am grateful to be able to be given the opportunity to run my own nail salon. Personally, I feel like I deserve it, to be honest. I had a treacherous high school experience. So now I really feel like I'm coming into my shell, you know, with this ownership. But yeah, so thank you. My name's Vanessa.
Hi, I'm Cheryl. I own the pet shop here in Spoon River. Every single day, seeing everyone come in and buy things for their pets is a wonderful feeling that I love seeing. There's not a day that I wish I could own a pet, but I'm allergic to all kinds of animals. This is why I work in a pet shop where I can at least see someone get happy buying a pet or buying something for their pets.
So my day started out like any other day at Pretty Pretty. I woke up at 5:45 a.m., which is where I usually go stick my face in a bowl of cold water for 30 minutes. I only come out for a breath when I really, really need it, you know. I like to push myself to the limit just to wake myself up. I don't use caffeine because it's bad for your nervous system, if you've heard. But yeah, so I started my day dunking my face in a bowl of cold water, as I do, and then I spent an hour just staring at my own fingernails. I like to connect with them, just so I know how to handle other people's fingernails. I feel like that's a really important part of the art form.
So I woke up at 7 a.m. and remembering that my dog was not there. So I decided, okay, instead of being a crybaby, I'm gonna go out and walk. So I grabbed my jacket, put my hair up, you know, put some shades on, cover all the puffy eyes. Can't cover the cheeks, you know, because...
I woke up at 7:30, and I was like, man, it's another day to cook. So I went out to my food truck, and I decided to go to Main Street in Spoon River, because last night I got a text that I have a big order of tamales with lots of onions in it. And I was very prepared. I was very eager. I had a dream last night. I was like, I'm going to make these tamales with lots of onions. With lots and lots of onions. And I will impress the Servan Lonchlan.
My day started out like any other. I grabbed the keys from my house to be able to start walking towards my pet shop. As I'm going by, I noticed how quiet and peaceful the Spoon River normally is. It's not quiet today. It's loud. I hear all kinds of birds chirping. I hear the cars driving by. As I unlock my shop and get in, I just feel at ease. Everything is at peace. I hear the little dogs that are barking, and I want to go pet them, even though I'm going to break out.
So after I finished staring at my fingernails, I took a little bit more time. I did about an hour 15 today. I was just feeling a little bit off. So yeah, I stared at my fingernails, and then I went outside, and I just got kind of a weird feeling. I was like, maybe you should grab an umbrella. Yeah, and so I went outside, and suddenly it's pouring down rain. The craziest storm Spoon River has ever seen. Like usually we're sunny, quiet, a little bit of clouds in the sky. But yeah, this storm, and it was horrendous. And when I mean horrendous, I mean just mailboxes flying across the street, windows getting broken out. Yeah, it was a pretty treacherous situation, and you know, being the dedicated nail salon owner that I am, you know, I took my umbrella, I put it in front of my face, and I just barreled through the wind and the cold, right to my nail salon on First Street. And I noticed that the chef was still setting up his tamale stand and trying to grab everything while it was flying everywhere. But he's a really, really lovely man.
As I am walking, I noticed a fucking mailbox just. So I ran into the nearest store that was near me. I saw dogs. I saw a lot of dogs. And then I saw more cats. I'm like,
Ooh. I look outside and I see the horrible storm going on. At the same time, I see what she's known as the crybaby of the town because of her little puppy dying. She comes in and I just think to myself, this is going to be a long hour and a half as she goes and looks at my animals. She goes around and she starts petting them, which is okay. Everyone comes in and pets the cats. Everyone comes in and pets the dogs. But then she starts to say, I want to take you home. I want to take you home. I want to take you home. Well, if she's gonna take him home, I really need her to do.
This was a huge storm, but I didn't care. I went inside my food truck, and I looked at that list with all the ingredients in there. And the storm wasn't going to stop me, because not only the storm was going to be rainy and wet outside, but my eyes will be full of tears, but not because of emotions, that they're from the onions. I will sweat into, I will chop them up, and I will make the best tamales, because I'm a dedicated person.
And so, because I spent an hour 15 looking at my nails this morning, I know I shouldn't have, so I didn't have time to go get a bakery item from the cafe like I usually do. And so, you know, I thought I would visit the lovely chef's tamale food truck. So, of course, I'm barreling through the storm with my umbrella. It's an industrial size umbrella, like one of those ones that's on the pool table that's out at like community pools. Yeah, so I have one of those, and I'm just like barreling through right in front of me. And, you know, I get to the food truck, and the chef is inside with the windows closed. He's running around frantically. Onions are flying everywhere. Knives are flying everywhere. And I tap on the window.
And so I decided to take a break. I was like, I'm gonna open this window. It smells like, it smells horrible in there.
And right in that moment, he opened up the window, and he was like, hey, Vanessa, you know, like, do you want a tamale? Because I'm just getting started on these tamales with only onions in them. And I was like, yeah, you know, I would love one of those. I really appreciate it. And then he said,
these, I'm just gonna give it to you. The Sir Von Schlong will not understand. Everybody needs to know. I don't really give out these tamales to everybody. You know what? These aren't gonna be for him, they're gonna be for everybody. I don't care, because I'm a dedicated person around here in Spoon River.
Yeah, so he's really biased to Shyamalan Belong. Who is our town's mayor, and I understand, you know, he is an important person. But, you know, he was grateful to give me free tamales as well, which he usually only gives to the mayor. And so I was like, yeah, you know, I'd love some free tamales.
So I asked the lady at the store, I was like, is it okay if I hold this cat? And she said, yeah, it's okay, you can hold the cat. So I'm holding the cat, and oh my gosh, it was so fat, it was so fluffy. And then I completely forgot about my dog. And I was like, maybe I should consider getting a cat, because I think cats are amazing too. So I'm just petting the cat, and I'm thinking, maybe instead of being a crybaby, maybe I should just be happy. And then
I look at her in pure enjoyment of holding this cat, and I just don't know how to describe her. She wants to take this big fluffy cat home, but it's the big fluffy cat down here in the pet shop. I told her if she really wants this pet, she really needs to put it down for 5 minutes and comes talk to me about paperwork and getting things that she supplies. Of course, she refuses to put down the pet cat. So I end up going over, as much as I'm allergic to cats and dogs and any kind of animal, I end up going over, pulling the cat away from her at the same time she's pulling it from me. And this poor cat.
So, when she pulled the cat completely away from me, y'all know what happened. I had a mental breakdown and I started crying. Ah!
I hate cats! That's what I said to the pet salon store owner right there. Because I just needed to blow off some steam. And not the one off my eyes, because fucking, oh my god. Oh my gosh, it's a lot.
And suddenly the chef was talking about cats and stuff, and I turn around and there's a bunch of cats running by me, and I look at the pet shop, and the storm blew the windows open in the pet shop, and there's cats running around all over First Street. They're just jumping on trash cans and pulling shit out of
When
them.
I pulled the cat away from her, I looked and I noticed that my entire window is gone and the cats are out. Now I have to go and chase them down like the freaking pound control person because everything is going on. And I just look around and I tell her, I said, if you want this cat, you have to help me capture all the rest of these cats because I can't touch them. We both walk out the shop and we turn over and we see Vanessa and our personal chef just looking at these cats and we're just like,
And as I was taking a bite of my onion tamale, which was very good, as I was taking a bite, I looked down and there is just the largest cat I've ever seen in my entire life. 3 feet tall, 6 feet wide, a human-sized cat. And I look at him, and he looks at me, and we have this moment of predator-prey. I can tell he wants.
I recognize that cat. I own that cat. That's why I hate cats. I just looked at it, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to pay attention to this. I got a large order to keep going on. I'm very dedicated.
So I grabbed the cat, right? Because the lady at the pet store said you gotta help me, right? So I'm grabbing the cat, I'm sneaking in to the food truck with the cat, hoping that the chef would notice me. And then all of a sudden my eyes started to get so watery and I'm like, okay, I don't feel like I want to cry. Why is it so fucking watery in here? And I saw the mountains of onions in the food truck and I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? And then I just start sneaking
So this cat and I are having this weird stare down energy transference moment. And there's a lot of things going through my head oh my god, I should have dunked my head for 45 minutes in the cold water. I should have looked at my nails for an hour and a half. And just in that moment where my head is racing all around, the large human-sized cat jumps up and eats the tamale out of my hand, and in doing so engulfs my
I had
entire
to save
head and
Vanessa. I grabbed the water from the cooler. I'm like, 25
The chef
cents.
tried as hard as he could, but he couldn't save me, and that is how I died.
I watched all of this go down at the food truck, and I'm just like, I never knew my cats could be this vicious. I look at the really tall 3-foot one, and I'm just ashamed of the fact that I didn't know that he just took Vanessa's tamale and just mauled her to death. And then I look around and I just see the chef angrily getting pissed off at this shop to sell. He didn't do anything wrong to the chef. The chef hates cats, and I just see a knife going towards the cat.
And then I slipped. then my knife almost stabbed me. But the grill, it steamed me and I died.
So as I'm watching the chef just die to death, I'm holding on to and I don't know how to hold cats. I'm not really a cat person, but I hold on to the cat, and the cat did not look really happy. The cat started clawing me right here, where my main vein is, and that did not end well. He opened up my veins, and that's how I died.
I'm looking at the mess that these poor little cats I thought were innocent caused the entire issue. And I'm just like, how do I help this entire issue since I'm allergic? And I'm like, screw it, I'll just pick them up. And so I'm trying to pick up all these cats, and it's a mess of blood everywhere. The mess of the poor deep-fried, burned-up chef. And as I went to go pick up the 3-foot cat, the cat and the other cat that killed the crybaby of the town attacked me up against where all the onions are. Do keep in mind, I'm allergic to onions as well. And all the onion smell came into me, and I had an allergic reaction to it, and I passed out, and that's how I died.
What did you do, Gwen?
Trying to find a place to order food for tonight.
We're eating tonight?
Well, normally we eat every night, but I wanted tonight to be kind of like, a special night. So I was going to order takeout.
Chinese takeout?
We could do Chinese takeout. There's that. Ooh, was it there? The new place on 5th Street or 1st Street?
I think I know what you're talking about. It serves the egg rolls, right?
Yeah. They have like the brand new egg rolls, and they like plastered up the things everywhere. I swear that my aunt was going to get murdered by one of those things. You know the freak windstorm?
Yeah.
Yeah, the freak windstorm that happened on Tuesday. Well, my aunt, she was walking down the road, and then one of those things just like popped off the wall and just like engulfed her. She freaked out. She called me, and it was a whole mess. I was extremely concerned. But yeah, that's actually how I heard about the place.
Maybe I thought it's such a good idea.
But she said the egg rolls looked really good.
Not that they're gonna kill me.
Well, it was just the banner that would have killed you. We'll just avoid the banners, and it'll be fine. We're ordering takeout, so it should come to us. I really doubt the delivery guy's just going to walk up to our front door and be like, hello, I have this ginormous egg roll. I'm going to throw it at you.
Cut to when the delivery man walks up to the door, does a gigantic egg roll, and just throws it at them.
I told you we shouldn't have got the Chinese food.
He might not throw it at us. Hello? Is this...
This again?
I am a ghost. You can't see me, but you
Cut! You're supposed to say you're a ghost. I mean, you are, but like, not now. That was amazing, but I just almost blew it. I loved it,
I'm getting really tired of this.
I know, but it's like 10 p.m. You have homework. And, oh man, no. The camera's supposed to be over here, but you know what? I actually like that view. You know what? I like that. That is cinema. This is cinema that we're making. This is amazing cinema.
Okay, so then I'm supposed to say I'm a duck.
Yes. Say
Okay,
you're a duck.
Okay.
We're rolling, Helen. We're rolling.
sorry.
I cannot work in these conditions.
Do I still get paid, man?
Once upon a time, there was a dog with a dream.
And the dog passed away.
Once upon a time, there was a dog with a dream.
And it got lost from its family.
And it passed away.
Once upon a time, there was a dog with a dream.
And it got lost from its family.
And it got ran over.
And it passed away.
Once upon a time, there was a dog with a dream.
And it got lost from its family.
So it sniffed its way to a taco shop.
And it got ran over.
But it saved the kid.
But it passed away.
Once upon a time, there was a dog with a dream.
And it got lost from its family.
It sniffed its way to a taco shop.
And as it went up to the taco shop, He thought, this is my dream, a taco. And then he got run over.
Yeah, saved the kid.
And it passed away.
Once upon a time, there was a dog with a dream.
And it got lost from its family.
It sniffed its way to a taco shop.
And he thought, this is my dream, a taco.
And there was a kid with a taco!
And then he got run over.
But saved the kid.
The dog passed away.
Once upon a time, there was a dog with a dream.
And it got lost from its family.
And it sniffed its way to a taco shop.
And he thought, this is my dream, a taco.
And there was a kid with a taco across the street!
And then he got run over.
But it saved the kid.
And it passed away.
You have an appointment for 5?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Do you have the note thing?
Skip to the late appointment.
Sir, I told them to be here.
Well, I'm waiting here. It's been 2 hours now.
I told them to look, there they are. Hello.
Nice to see you again.
We've been waiting for this. You're kidding me, right?
I think we should leave, sir.
Come join us.
I think we should leave, sir.
I mean, I don't know if like...
I think we should leave.
Good kitties. Good jingles. I'm hungry. Eat after. Bad pebbles.
Get away from me.
You get a fish.
Give me food.
You get yarn.
Yarn! Oh my gosh, my favorite thing in the world.
Star, where are you going?
Just a litter box.
Water.
Thank you.
Share. Water. Yeah.
Mom said not to kill us. Hey everyone, it's time for the cooking lesson. I hope you all brought your best baking sheets. Amazing. Today, a taco sheet will work just fine. Today, we are going to be learning how to make lemon meringue. And also, yes, today we will not set the stove on fire.
Yay!
Yay! We're setting stove on fire.
She's still in my sheet.
We're a team.
Oh, then you totally share it.
She's still part of my team.
Okay, so I left the recipes for everyone on your workstation. I'll walk around and ask you how it's doing, okay? Okay. So yes, you do. Yes, you use that spoon. It's fine. That's cooking. It's fun.
eggs again? Yeah.
The eggs are in the fridge. Okay, cool. It looks like it's coming great, Tommy. Yes?
I set the sheet down, I don't know what to do.
Okay, so now that you set the sheet down, now you have to mix everything.
Okay.
Yes, so see, you just follow the instructions in the recipe book.
I don't like Swedish meatball.
You're not, why are you making this? Everyone evacuate! Evacuate now!
My name is Davies and I am 11 years old. And I was in middle schooler and I liked playing football and because I was really good at it. That's what the coaches told me. And then I was just, I was quarterback, so I just threw ball to people. But mostly it was handing off to people because they don't like quarterbacks there.
Hi, I'm Donnie. I'm a teacher's assistant. I say that kind of vaguely. It was just like my parents kind of got me the job because I'm not really all that good at anything, and so they thought I could do with more school, and that was the best thing they could come up with. Yeah, I'm not great at following directions. You can tell me and even give me a list, but I don't know what happens. It just like in my brain. And like last time I tried cooking something on my own, well, we won't talk about what happened to the pet bird.
So my name is Fiona, but everyone around here just calls me Miss Fee. I am basically the town's grandma. I make cookies for everyone, I organize the bake sale, anything like that. Anything I can do for the community. I also love planting flowers. The middle schoolers help me out. They're so cute. They just get so excited, but they do wind up throwing dirt everywhere. That's okay though, because I always have wipes.
Hey, how's it going? Name's Davis. I used to work as a construction worker in my days when my knees weren't so bad, but they're pretty much shot, and so I'm just stay at home. Not dad. I don't got a wife or nothing. Don't really get along with kids, but I do have a house right near the middle school. Keeps things interesting though, keeps me hip, keeps me young. Also, I have problems with my hips, so it's nice to have a little bit of an outlet, keep you young, But yeah, Davis, I love going down to the bar. That's you'll see me there, that's Davis. So, yeah,
I'm Mike. It's sort of like bike, but with an M, I'm the town stoner. If, you want anything, I'll get you it. It's no problem, bro. What were we doing? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like to walk down the street, have a little toe. Maybe stand there a bit, have a toke. Sometimes I'll go down to the store and I'll get some gummy bears and then I'll have a toke. And it's just really chill here. I mean, I go around and I'd have a toke. Yeah, man.
So it was after school, and then it was after football practice, and I decided I wanted to go help out Miss Fee again with the flowers, even though I'm the one that always starts the dirt. And I grabbed my friends, and I asked the teacher assistant if he can come with us so he can help and get some experience. But I don't know what his problem was because
So when I started my day, I started out with making cookies because I knew that there was going to be middle schoolers at my door eventually. They all know me very well. I'm friends with all their parents. It's fine. So I started out making cookies for all of them, and my grandchildren, they love these chocolate chip raspberry cookies I make. So I always make those for the middle schoolers. It always seems to be a hit. So, that's usually what I go with. What is the expression nowadays? Trying to be not hip, trying to be lit. I'm trying to be lit with all of the middle schoolers. So yeah, that's how my day started, and then as I predicted, right after school, here comes a horde of middle schoolers with a very confused teaching assistant. I've never seen him before, but I know he must be around here. He definitely looks familiar.
Yeah, my day got off to a kind of a weird start. I was just walking to work, and then a bunch of middle schoolers just started pulling me by the hand. We started going to Miss V's house, which I wasn't too upset by. She's really nice to me, even though I'm an idiot and so many other things. But yeah, I figured we were probably going to help out with the flowers again, which I was really excited about, because I don't really have to do much besides just stand there, and they smell nice. And well, last time I
started my day like any other. I was reading some Playboy. I was taking a shit, and it was going good. Everything went smooth. Which I was actually kind of surprised. I had tried this new recipe for Miss V. By the way, what a hottie! I just gotta say, I have a thing for older women, and woo, she can cook them. She can make some good food. I'll tell you what. So she had made me this casserole. Ooh, it's delicious. But there was maybe a little bit too much paprika, a little spicy for my taste. So I was a little bit nervous about that, but no, everything went smooth this morning.
I woke up this morning in the afternoon. And I did my normal routine. I woke up, had a toke, and then I took a nap, which was righteous. And then I woke up at 3 or 4, and I was walking down the street, and I'm pretty sure I could smell Miss V's cooking.
So I was going out with my friends, but I broke up because I saw the cool guy, Mike, whose name rhymes with bike. And I went up to him and I asked if he had anything to eat because I haven't ate lunch because I just forgot. So I asked him if he had anything to eat, anything sweet to eat, and
So of course, when all these middle schoolers show up, I direct them out to the garden where there's already a plate of cookies waiting for them, and my specialty lemonade is a real big hit at the PTAs. Every mom loves it, and they all want my recipe, but of course it's a secret recipe, so I can't tell them just yet. I'm telling their kids though, they're sworn to secrecy. And of course, I did remember who the teacher's aide was. I feel so bad, I still can't remember his name, but he was Rhonda's boy, because I know that Rhonda is his mom because she's the one that works at the grocery store. So yeah, I definitely knew him from that, and he used to visit me all the time when he was younger. He was so sweet. I used to sneak him candies when his mom wasn't looking.
Yeah, when I was little, Miss B used to sneak me candy, which generally is not that good of an idea because as soon as it goes through my system, I get a little bit unstable, shall we say.
This kid walks up to me, he's like, hey man, you got any food? And I looked in my pockets, all I had were 3 joints, my pipe, a little bit of baggie, some mushrooms. I wasn't gonna feed him those, that was for later. And I normally give him brownies, but I forgot to ask Miss V to bake them. And I told the kid, I ain't got nothing for you, bro, but help me out, sneak some V's cookies, I'll bring him some stuff tomorrow.
so I was kind of sad because I really wanted to try the mushrooms again. But I went back to Miss B's house, and then I saw that the dirt fight hasn't started yet. So I saw the TA, and I just decided to go for it. I was hoping that he wouldn't react violently again. So I just picked up a handful of dirt and I tossed it right at his face.
Yeah, I call him B. He threw a ball of dirt in my face, and that wasn't very nice. Luckily, I have...
So I just start busting out laughing because this kid just straight up took a ball of dirt and wailed this dude in the face, like,
And then I hear this laughter coming from the house next door. I think it was Mike. I can always tell when he's around because it smells.
So I trusted Rhonda's boy to look after all the middle schoolers, and I decided to go in and start baking some more because I knew I'd have other visitors. Everyone stops by for my cooking. And then imagine my surprise, but Davy knocks on the door. He's such a sweet man. Although he does drink a little bit too much for my taste, but still, he's very friendly. I think his name is Davy, or is it Donnie?
So me being the big man I am, Davis, I'm chilling. I take my mad shits. I'm very proud of them. Walking out, and I'm like, well, I didn't realize I finished the casserole last night. So I'm like, well, you know, I'm peeking out the window. I see a gaggle of kids walking by, all always, like all day. So I was like, oh shit, I guess Miss V's place is popping. So I throw on my favorite cologne, that's self-made actually. Man scent, Davis is man scent.
so like, Davis walked by me and all he could smell like was like ash and beer. And like, he says it's self-made, but like, I don't smell nothing but gross, man. Like, it like totally killed my appetite, so I had another toe. Just standing right there. But like Miss V seemed to get upset. I don't know why. The kids see me do it all the time. Like the little kitty.
So Mike was outside, and he was of course smoking again, which is fine, I suppose. Don't tell anyone, but I used to do a little bit of that myself back in the day, which is why I don't get too mad at him. The reason I get mad though, he does it and then he doesn't eat anything at all. And that's so unhealthy, especially since he's still a young man. He still has so many more years and he has to take care of himself if he's going
So
to
after the TA didn't, respond violently, I went up to him and I apologized. I told him I was just testing him. He passed the test, so I got dirt and I put it in his hands and I told him, I pointed at Mike and I told him, now's your time.
And I stood there kind of confused because I was pretty sure I was just given directions, which, as you know, I'm not very good at. So I stood there with the pile of dirt in my hands.
So I saw that Rhonda's boy had some dirt, and I was so happy he was getting into it with the middle schoolers. Usually he just stands by and watches. Apparently that's better for him. But I was so glad he was getting involved. So I grabbed a bag of my famous cookies, and I was going to go out and give them to Mike. And of course, Davy, I'm still going to call him Davy because he's Davy, he followed me out as well. And then all of a sudden I saw Rhonda's boy start coming over to us with the dirt.
Yeah, I guess I thought that Davy, little D, he had told me to throw it at, maybe he told me to throw it at Mike, but I heard M and my brain went, Miss V? Yeah, I kind of did something I'm not proud of, and I threw the dirt at
So
Miss
I'm
V.
following Miss V outside, and let me tell you, she's wearing this cute little sundress. It's purple. Woo! That's one of my favorite colors. So I'm feeling on my game, and she's getting everybody some food. And I see the kids. So excited, there's kids here. But then there's this taller, lankier fellow, Rhonda's kid. We can't fucking take direction for shit. I tried to get him on a project last spring when I was doing construction. And let me just tell you, that was money out of my pocket. We busted a goddamn lead pipe. It was a whole mess. So I was not happy to see him. Even worse, he was balling up this mud in his hand. I don't know what the fuck he was coming for. Miss Fee, and I was wanting to, show my manlyhood, show her, I'm
So
worth it.
Rhonda's boy comes at us with this ball of mud, and of course I'm confused. But who knows what the kids are doing nowadays? I just try to keep up with everything. And then he throws it at me, but Davy gets in the way. Imagine my surprise.
So imagine my surprise when I saw the TA throw it at Miss B instead of Mike. And I just put my hands like this and I was like, oh no. So I had to make up for that, so I picked up some dirt and I threw it at Mike, but it missed.
So, all of a sudden, like, nothing kind of seemed real anymore, because, like, the skinny boy like took the mud and like threw it at Miss V, which like you don't do that. Miss V takes care of everybody, man. And like she has the cookies, but luckily Davis was there and like caught the hit. And then this little shit like threw another fucking thing of dirt at me, and I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch.
So dirt is flying everywhere. But while this is happening, I'm trying to get over like Davey getting in the way for me, as well as the middle schooler also joining in on the fight, and I'm pretty sure I forgot to do something in the kitchen earlier. I don't know what it was, but it was pretty important. It was something to do with baking, and I'm trying to remember.
Now we got ourselves a mudslinging contest. So not only so I was the first covered in mud, which is very, very hot, right? My sexy beer belly covered in that mud. I just knew Miss Fee was probably super aroused, but she runs out. She's so excited by my side, she runs out. But then I turn around, and who's competing with me but fucking Mike? Now he's covered in dirt. What is this about? So I'm like,
So
yo.
I'm standing there watching this whole scene go down after having thrown the first bit, and I'm like, man, it really feels like for the first time everybody's as confused as I am. You know, but as like this whole thing was going on, I started smelling something coming from inside the house.
So after, you know, after I threw the mud at Mike or the dirt, I turned to the TA and I see him like go towards the house, and I was like, you only live once? So I grabbed more dirt and I threw it at him. And I got all my middle school friends to just start throwing dirt at him.
I noticed this kid was just like a menace. He threw the dirt at me and then he threw it at the skinny kid. Like, so I like walked over and I was like, dude, like that's not cool. Like,
Yo, you're not cool, man. Who do you think you are fucking slinging dirt around? I'm trying to get Miss V over here, and you're over here, what, is this, you're gonna cover yourself with more mud? So I was like, I'm gonna bury you, dog. So I start barreling all the dirt, and I'm gathering it up, and I just feel the toxic
So
masculinity.
I ran into the house because I remembered what I forgot. I left the stove on. So the stove has been boiling over for who knows how long, and I was trying to make some caramel earlier, so the caramel has caught fire. So now my kitchen is on fire, and it was such a nice kitchen. And Rhonda's voice started bothering me.
Davis just started charging at me, you know, like, you're gonna cover yourself in dirt, I know, get out of here. So I'm confused as fuck, man, like he's at me, and I'm like he's hairy, man, like he took off his shirt for some reason. Like, so I'm confused, and I got the joint, I'm like, you wanna?
So the group of middle schoolers is throwing dirt at me, and a little bit gets in my mouth, and for some reason it tastes sweet, and then I'm like, oh gosh, Miss V dropped her cookies. I just got a cookie thrown in my mouth. Sugar.
I started backing up because I saw he was shaking, and I was starting to get scared, and I tripped and I started crawling on the ground. And then as my last defense, I picked up a spade and I threw it at his forehead, and I would hope that it would knock him out.
So yeah, it kind of got a little bit blurry from there. I vaguely remember running towards little D, feeling something, I think it was anger, and then something hit me, right, like here, and then it kind of just like, everything went black, and I gained this like weird clarity. I think that was when I died.
So I just saw, like Mike coming at me, like I held the joint up, and then like in the corner of my eye, I see little D like just chuck this shovel at the skinny guy, and like it nailed him right in the face, and oh, it was bloody, like he hit the ground.
I could hear screaming outside. I don't know why they were screaming, unless they were screaming about the fire too. And if they were screaming about the fire, then the fire is outside of my house now, which means I need to find the fire extinguisher. But I'm pretty sure that I put the fire extinguisher by the stove in case something like this happened, and I didn't want any of the middle schoolers getting hurt. So I tried to run and get the fire extinguisher, and I must have hit the stove or something. There was this big whoosh, and there was fire everywhere. And that's how I died.
So I saw from the kitchen window a big ball of fire just come out, and I was like, oh shit. Then I just decided to start running, but I ran into Big D. And I heard he has a reputation, and I bumped into him, I fell on the ground, and he stepped on my face and I died.
I didn't realize Rhonda's kid got knocked the fuck out by little D. I'm squeamish. There's blood. I didn't know what to do. I'm screaming. I'm the only one screaming. It was that high pitch. And so now I'm worried. There's blood. I don't know what to do. I turn around. There's fire. And all I'm thinking is, I thought I was gonna get late tonight. I'm so upset. I don't know what to do. And so I think, oh, I know what's the good move here. So I'm running. I shift and I step on a kid. I don't fucking know. And I'm trying to get to the building. And I'm shouting, "It's me, please! Are you alive?" It gets so hot. I start melting like the horror movie with the candle, the wax figures and shit. And that's how I died.
So like, everybody, like, the kids are screaming. I can't take it. I like run down the street. It's terrifying, man. Like, and then like, I sit down, just chilling. And then I have another joke. And I'm sitting there, and I hear tires squeal. And I get hit by a car, and that's how I died.